Welcome to our general rules and safety procedures. My name is Ashley and this is Elizabeth, and we will be showing you the proper rules and procedures of this lab. First, before we go in the lab, we have to make sure that our hair is tied back and that we are wearing shoes that cover our entire feet. In addition, we can't have bare shoulders, but we can wear a shirt, sweater, or apron to cover our shoulders. Before we start anything, we must first spray down our tables with Lysol or Amphil. We also do this after our lab work is performed. Our used paper towels go into the regular trash can. Remember that there are no food or drinks allowed in the lab. We will be working with bacteria during our labs, and it is important that although the bacteria we will be working with are not considered pathogenic to healthy humans, always assume they are pathogenic or infectious. Here are some things that can be hazardous to you, your group, or the housekeeping staff. Open gas jets, unattended open fire, reaching across the bench, not paying attention to your surroundings, chemicals, live culture, dead bacteria, and having 10 to 15 glass tubes in your hands. Eye protection must also be worn in the lab. Goggles, not glasses. They are sterilized in the UV cabinet and must be returned to the UV cabinet after every lab. In addition, you must also wear a lab apron or a lab coat. Students may not be allowed to participate in lab without proper attire and protective gear. Used pipettes will be placed into the round plastic jars on tables, and the packaging will be placed into regular trash can. Use the flame at your station to heat fix your slides. Heat fix and stained slides are not contaminated. These slides are then going to be placed into the glass disposal box located at the front of the room. You may not place any other prepared slides in this box, and you may not take prepared slides outside of the lab to study at different locations. Wet mount slides have live organisms on them and must be put into a dish with disinfectant in it. Discarded petri dishes, swabs, microfuge tubes go into the red-orange autoclave bags on our tables. Discarded tubes of media, not broken ones, are collected in the wire baskets on a cart in the lab. Take the tape off before placing them in these racks. If you break glass tubes with bacteria, immediately notify your professor. Professor, the area must be cleaned with Amphil, and the paper towels used for cleaning bacterial spills are contaminated and must be placed into the red-orange autoclave bags. If you have them, wear gloves while cleaning up these spills. The broken glass must then be swept up or scooped up and put into a metal container for sterilization. We know because it has happened to us, so it is important to be careful with these test tubes. Never put anything glass or sharp in the red-orange autoclave bags. If your group has more than one plate, stack them on top of each other, wrap the stack with a piece of tape, and write your group name on it. Then place them in the plastic box for incubation on the side counter. With tubes of media, label the tube with a piece of tape around the tube just below the cap that has your group name on it. Then place them in the plastic box for incubation on the side counter. Cultures will be found on the side counter and must be placed in the label rack and returned to the side counter before you leave. The test tube racks are color-coded for each table. Stain bottles are found by the sinks, and all staining must be completed at the sink. Staining can also be done in a chemical hood for special stains. Gloves will not be provided, but feel free to bring your own. We definitely recommend it. Each student will be assigned a microscope that corresponds to their seat. Your desk seat corresponds to this microscope number, and you are responsible for taking care of and cleaning this microscope and reporting any problems with it. Chem wipes will be used to clean your microscope and will be discarded in the regular trash. Before putting it back into the cabinet, wipe off the lens of the microscope, set it to 4x, clean any stains off, and wrap the cord accordingly. Then place it back into the cabinet located on the side of the room for the microscopes. Make sure to use both hands while handling the microscope. Each student has 7 items in their drawer: a slide box, inoculating loop, marker, wax pencil, clothespin, ruler, and lab apron. Write on the slide box your name, teacher's initials, and the day and time your class meets, such as Tuesday, Thursday, p.m. Slides may not be taken from the lab under any circumstances. There will be no open labs, and you must finish your experiment within your lab time, and you may not join another lab for extra time. Thank you for watching our video, and we hope that this helped you guys understand the safety rules of the lab and how to put things away.
Thank you.